People can do anything they want, okay? But if one person watching this video, especially a young person watching this video, decides, you know what? I'm not gonna drink alcohol, and you decide not to put yourself in situations where you're gonna be tempted to drink alcohol if you're underage, if one person makes that choice, every hour I've spent making YouTube videos would be worth it to me. Genuinely. The reason I never drink and the reason you shouldn't either. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? I hope you're all having an amazing day. This is Lucas, back again with another video for you guys, and today I want to answer some questions and I want to talk to you guys about the reasons I don't drink. In my last video, we talked a little bit about this, but I didn't really explain why I'm not a drinker, why I've never been a drinker, and why I will never drink. I saw a few comments where people were assuming it's probably a religious thing, and I saw lots of comments on the subject that I thought were interesting. I'll start with the number one most important reason I don't drink, and it's not religious at all, actually. None of the most important reasons that I don't drink are religious. And we'll talk more about that later in this video, but it doesn't have anything to do with that really. When I was in high school, which is basically the age when people start experimenting with alcohol, right? I played sports in high school and I took sports really seriously. My wrestling coaches specifically had a huge impact on my life, and they asked me all the questions that a good coach will ask. You know, do you want to be great? Obviously, yes. Do you want to be faster? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to improve, right? All those things. And the answer was always yes. My coach did what any good coach does, and he motivated us, he inspired us, he challenged us, and he told us all the time, you need to come to practice every day, you need to train hard. But he had a lot of conversations with us about what you do outside of practice, right? That's obviously going to have a huge impact in your success, not just what you do in the training room, but what you do outside the training room. At the end of the day, all through high school, when my friends were basically experimenting with partying and getting drunk, I always had in the back of my mind, like, I do want to be the best. And on a Friday night when people were going to party, I was thinking about waking up early on Saturday, you know, to do an extra practice, to be at the track, to do sprints. I genuinely believe I'm not a super naturally gifted athlete. Like, I think I'm a pretty athletic person, but like in high school I had some friends in the weight room. It was just like, what? Even when I was a veteran on the team, there were still some guys who were always outrunning me. Because of that, because I knew I wasn't the most naturally gifted athlete, I knew any 1% increase I could give myself was something I needed. Right? So by not drinking, by eating clean, I knew I was giving myself a 1% increase, a 1% higher chance of success. I needed that, and it helped me a ton in competition, even for my own confidence, you know what I mean? It boosts your own confidence when you know you're doing everything you can to increase your chances for success. So I would say that is truly the number one reason I never experimented with drinking in the first place. And I genuinely hope if you watch this channel, if you subscribe to my channel, that you have a fitness goal. You have a goal specifically about getting healthier, and you should have a goal like that. And if you do, alcohol kills gains. Alcohol genuinely is terrible for your gains. It's terrible for recovery. It's terrible for your body. And if you want to lose weight especially, you should never drink your calories, all right? That's like one of the most basic weight loss rules. Don't drink your calories. And people come to me for advice all the time on weight loss. So the first reason really is sports, organized sports, and I think everybody in middle school and high school should play an organized sport. Dude, I'm 25 now. And I look back on high school and I'm so glad I did, but I wish I had played more sports. Like, it's free coaching, it's free facilities, like the things that I took for granted that I wish I had now. If you're in middle school or high school, please play a sport. So that's number one. Number two is not something I was thinking about that much in high school. Alcohol is directly tied to bad decision making. Okay, that's a fact. Science has proven that. Under the influence of alcohol, you make worse decisions. I make worse decisions. It clouds your judgment. Your decision-making skills go out the window when you're under the influence of alcohol. So here's a simple question. Do you want to make better decisions? Yes? Then be sober. Do you want to make worse decisions? Then consume alcohol. I've done a lot of dumb stuff. I genuinely have. And I have a lot of friends who have done a lot of dumb stuff. But at the end of the day, your bad decisions will be magnified if you are under the influence of alcohol. So don't drink alcohol if you want to make better decisions. Another major reason I don't drink alcohol ever is that my grandfather was an alcoholic. He died an alcoholic. My wife's father died due to a lot of health complications, but he was a really heavy drinker. Growing up, I was exposed to some of those really dark side effects of alcohol when it gets out of control, obviously. Moderation is not natural for me. Everything I do 120%. I go hard. I started making YouTube videos. I post 1 or 2 videos a week. I start working out. I'm obsessed with training. So for me personally, I don't think it would be the best decision to drink alcohol. Obviously, everybody's not going to have that same mentality or bend, and that's fine. But that's just a personal reason for me. And I would say the last reason, literally the lowest reason on my list of reasons I don't drink alcohol, would be a religious one, would be one based on what the Bible teaches. This is not gonna apply to everybody, and maybe you don't care at all what the Bible teaches, and that's completely fine. It makes no sense for me to expect a biblical reason or a biblical standard to have any impact on somebody who doesn't believe what the Bible says, but I'm sharing with you guys my personal reasons for not drinking. I think it's illogical. I think you have to make a huge leap to say the Bible says drinking alcohol is wrong. I don't think that's really anywhere to be found in the Bible. Jesus turned water into wine, and that's just one example of many where I think the Bible makes it clear that drinking alcohol, consuming alcohol is not a sin, it's not wrong. The Bible does say overtly, clearly, that drunkenness is a sin and drunkenness is wrong. So for somebody like me, and maybe somebody like you, who values what the Bible has to say, if drunkenness is wrong, okay, being drunk is wrong, there is a blurred line, okay? Somewhere in there, you have to acknowledge and I have to acknowledge, no one can know exactly where it is. There is a level that's too far. Is it one drink? Probably not. In fact, definitely not, right? One drink is not going to make you drunk. Okay, so you have one drink, you're with somebody, they're drinking something else, you try theirs, oh, that's good, let me order one of those drinks too. Now you've had 2 drinks. Is that too far? Still probably not. Maybe you're buzzed, right? But you're definitely not drunk. And now I think there's territory and there's gray area and there's blurred lines. And if you're serious, again, this is for people like me who value what the Bible says. If you're serious about not crossing that line, why would I even in the first place engage? Why would I even take a step in that direction if I know I could end up somewhere I don't want to be, doing something that directly violates my own moral code, my own moral principles, something that I feel is wrong? It makes no sense at all to me. Even if I was not a Christian person, if I didn't care what the Bible said at all, I still wouldn't drink. And I'm glad I don't drink, and I'm glad I never drank in high school. Those are some of the reasons I don't drink alcohol. I feel like I've got to say I don't have a problem with drinking alcohol. If you're over 21, especially not. If you're under 21, it's against the law, so you shouldn't break the law. But so is jaywalking, so I'm here to turn myself in. People can do anything they want, okay? But if one person watching this video, especially a young person watching this video, decides, you know what? I'm not gonna drink alcohol. And they decide to decline those offers, and you decide not to put yourself in situations where you're gonna be tempted to drink alcohol if you're underage. If one person makes that choice, every hour I've spent making YouTube videos would be worth it to me. If you are watching this and you are in middle school or high school and you decide you're not gonna drink alcohol because of something I said, then my day is made. I'm honestly trying to protect you from frustration, protect you from bad decisions, from bad environments, from bad people. Today, I shared some opinions that no doubt will be controversial. I have no doubt people will dislike this video, and that's fine by me. I wanna know what you think. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm completely wrong, if you think I'm half wrong, half right. Maybe you have your own different opinions. Share them with me in the comments below. I'd love to reply to you guys, have a conversation with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. My next video will be a training video. We're gonna be focusing on one-arm pull-up training, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Remember, work hard, stay focused, never quit. Peace out.